Hi, everyone. We're so glad that you can join us today. I am Sam Masterson, and I have the honor of serving as the president and CEO for the Myasthenia Gravis Foundation of America, also well known as MGFA. Well, we're sitting here today on May 31st, so that means that tomorrow is officially the first day of MG Awareness Month. So that means all of June, we have 30 wonderful days, 30 opportunities to celebrate MG Awareness Month. And we wanted to gather our community together today to start a conversation and to talk about how we can all take action. Because at MGFA, we say we like to turn awareness into action. And we have a lot of community members out there already taking action. And we're going to share some of those ideas with you. And you're going to hear directly from some of those volunteers. But we thought that first, we would talk to you a little bit about what we, MGFA as an organization, can support you with and help you with. And so what I'd like to do is actually share some of our resources with you and walk you through the toolkit that our team has developed and show you some ways that we can support you and help you. Certainly lean into us, let us help you, let us support you. That's what we're here for. And so together we can all be taking action throughout the entire month of June to raise better awareness around myasthenia gravis. That's the ultimate goal, right? Is to educate and inform as many people as possible, to shout it from the rooftops. And like I said, we do this year round, but June is a very special month to all of us. So we really want to work together to celebrate MG and to raise greater awareness all month. So I'm going to actually share my screen. Okay. And we have Mike Antonellis on too. So Mike, you want to say hi to everybody?
Everyone, it's so great to see you here. And we're really excited about MG Awareness Month. There's so much new content and all kinds of cool things going on. We have people sending us proclamations and photos. Really exciting time. And I'm really excited to have Sam go through these materials with all of you.
Thanks, Mike. So yeah, the great thing about raising awareness is that you can have as much fun as you want and be as creative as you want. And we also then have some serious ways by which we can raise greater awareness, like Mike mentioned, the proclamations. But we really do encourage you to have fun with it. And it's been really enjoyable to see what some volunteers have already been doing. I mean, when I say have fun with it and be creative, you could post a sign in your front yard. You could post a sign somewhere in your town or village on the town common or something. You get permission to do that. And we provide all these resources, so they just have to be printed out. You could put something on your own home, on your front door or on the front of the house. You could change out your bulbs. If you have lights, if you have a garage and you have lights on the garage, or you have light posts or something, you can put teal bulbs in. I mean, you can have as much fun as you want to. You're raising awareness by wearing MG swag. Look, I have my vest on. I don't know if you can see it in my shot. This is our new vest for our community health fairs. Look at Mike, he's pointing out his golf shirt. So you can get all of this on our website, but that's raising awareness. It's going around in a shirt and somebody asks you, what's MG? Tell me about it. I'm going to be traveling tomorrow and I probably will wear my MG shirt tomorrow. So there's lots of different things that you can do to raise awareness. It can be as simple as having a conversation with somebody. You could host an event. Yes, you can invite family and friends. Don't assume they know everything there is to know about it. It's starting a dialogue, right? It's having a discussion. It's raising greater awareness. So there's a lot of little ways that we can do that all throughout the month of June, yes, but through the entire year. And then there's other ways that we can raise awareness. Like Mike mentioned, you can work with your local legislators and you can confirm proclamations, right? And I'm going to just scroll through here to show you some of the ways that we can support you here. So just to make it as easy as possible for people, you go to our website, myasthenia.org, and then what I did is I clicked on Make an Impact right here, Make an Impact, and then I went to Turn Awareness into Action, the very first listing, and then it comes to this page right here, okay? So I'm just going to scroll down. I'm going to go slowly because I know that can be bothersome on the eyes when you're trying to watch a presentation or something. So on this front page of Make an Impact, what you're going to see is the MGFA Awareness Toolkit first and foremost. This is a very important thing to click on and to look through if you're looking for ideas and ways to raise greater awareness and to participate. So I'm going to click on it. I'm actually going to show it to you. I'm going to go slowly because there's a lot of great information, and I want to give props where they deserve. So Mike, under Mike's leadership, the whole marketing and communications team has done a phenomenal job. They do each year, but this year in particular, I feel like they went above and beyond, and this toolkit is really amazing that they're supporting our community with. So it starts with a letter from me. So we'll scroll past that because that's not going to help you too much. And then this is what we're all about, is turning awareness into action. Let's get up, let's do something about it, right? So over the years, recent years, we've had people do some creative things. Certainly getting crafty. We've had people, use chalk on the sidewalks. We have people take selfies and post them to our website. Let's go down here. You can, like I talked about with the shirts, with the MG swag, you can certainly get that. Again, post yourself and your shirt to social media. You can write to your elected officials. These are the proclamations we were talking about. And there is a lot in here. I know that sometimes when you hear about having conversations with your local legislators or local governmental officials, that can be a bit intimidating. Yes, it can be. But there's everything in this toolkit that you possibly need to be able to start that conversation. It gives you speaking points. It helps you understand what a proclamation even is. And the same thing for doing interviews with reporters. There's so much information here for you to follow, tips and tricks to how to share your story and how to even have that conversation with a reporter, or maybe you want to write an op-ed piece. There's even a sample in here to help you with that. Okay. So I just wanted to show you that this is here. How to prepare yourself for an interview. Ooh, some do's and don'ts, but don't get too nervous about that. You'll be fine if you confirm an interview with your local reporter, you'll be okay. And then how to write an op-ed, that I mentioned that earlier. That's really, we've had volunteers do that. That's really powerful and meaningful if you can get that in your local paper. Social media is a great channel to raise greater awareness. We know that. And there's lots of different avenues and how to use social media, excuse me. So you pick what you prefer, what you're most comfortable with, and certainly post away. And then the team included an MG fact sheet. That's always a good thing to have on you and to be able to share out. And then here's the information on the proclamation. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the main page. Mike, did my page change back?
Yes, it did.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Sometimes that doesn't happen. It's not smooth. But look what else we have going on. We actually have a brand new signature fundraising campaign that's launched this year, just recently in 2023. It's called Dare to Care. So I'm going to take you into that page just so you can see what it looks like and be familiar with it. Here it is. It's branded, and the team is really excited about this. And we're really astounded and excited about how many people we've seen already sign up for this campaign. So it's through the month of June. It's 30 days. It's asking for you to secure 30 gifts at $30 each. So we're asking each person to have a goal of $900. If you exceed it, beautiful. If you hit it, awesome. But this is what it's in place for and what it's intended for. It's to secure 30 gifts at $30 for each day of the month for 30 days for the whole month of June. So we call it Dare to Care. Would love to see more community members sign up for it and participate in it. Like I said, this is going to be our new signature fundraising event. Go back. And if you have any questions about Dare to Care, I highly recommend, you'll see it on the webpage, reach out to Tasha on our team. I know a lot of you are very familiar with Tasha. She is the staff person managing this campaign, and she'd love to hear from you. So we also have the MGFA wall of awareness on our website. And we encourage you to visit this wall of awareness. I'm going to scroll back up. So if you go to Make an Impact, which is where we are, and then you just stay in this area of turn awareness into action, just go over here. Here's our awareness wall. Look, our friend Michael Antonellis is here, front and center.
Who's that, Tim? That's me.
Of course, Mike posted a photo like that. I love it. So he has his awareness sign, which he can put in his front yard, or he could keep it in his window in his home. But he went above and beyond and printed this sign out. And it's such, look at this. And we have more volunteers who have shared their photos. So we encourage you to post to the awareness wall. We love to see you guys, and it's just fun. So it's an easy thing to take a picture and to upload it. So love to see more of those. And then we have the Awareness Month proclamations wall. So this is where we're posting any proclamations that volunteers are able to secure. We will post them to this page. Okay, let's just go back to this page. So I just want to make sure that you see, so all of the ideas that I have touched on and mentioned are on this front page. And then as I mentioned, if you go into the toolkit, it will give you very, very supportive ways to carry out those ideas, as well as templates, whether it's to do an interview or to secure a proclamation. So the team has really tried to be as thoughtful and comprehensive as possible to support you in your efforts to raise greater awareness. And don't forget, other than proclamations, when we talk about some of the more serious things that you can do, it does take time to plan, but if you start having conversations early enough, you can always get buildings and structures lit up. And that is really just an amazing, amazing thing to see happen. We certainly encourage our volunteers around the globe to do that. And if you're able to, we definitely want to see those pictures. We definitely want to post those. And that's something really fun to work on. And don't think it needs to be such a huge thing either. Again, I don't want any of this to feel intimidating. It doesn't have to be the biggest bridge in the city. If you live in a small town, there may be a structure that is central in your town or village and really gets great exposure and is well known by everybody. You can get that lit up. So, you know, but we want to be here to support you and help you think outside the box if that's something that you think you're interested in. And then we have a little coloring page. That's cute. And then some social media tools for you. So that's the web page. Sorry, didn't want to take you through it too quickly, but I wanted you to be able to see it and really see all the tools and resources that we have available to everybody. And I do encourage you again to participate in the Dare to Care campaign. So with that said, I'm actually going to stop screen sharing. Getting lots of notifications. So now we'd love to hear directly from some of our community members and our volunteers, to hear from them directly about what they're doing to raise greater awareness. So Mike's going to share a video with us.
I am turning awareness into action by volunteering with the MGFA through being a support group co-lead and helping plan the MGFA Health Fair in Tampa and the MG Walk for 2023. What I look forward to in the future of MG is a cure, a world without myasthenia gravis. I truly believe that we're closer to a cure than we ever were, with not just MG, but all sorts of autoimmune diseases and cancers.
I'm turning awareness into action by telling everybody that I can, everybody and everyone, about MG and in fact about the Myasthenia Gravis Foundation of America. First of all, be well informed, okay? Because you have to be your own advocate. And MGFA has a wealth of information and educational material to let you become well informed.
I am turning awareness into action by learning more, advocating for myself and my support group members. My role is to help them learn how to advocate for themselves. That's how I feel my role is, and to educate them as much as I can and lead them to other resources, and maybe help them to know how to talk to their doctors.
I'm turning awareness into action by volunteering with the Myasthenia Gravis Foundation of America. So first of all, I would say, accept the diagnosis, get related to the reality of the situation, do some research and talk about it, because human beings really want to help other people. We're all about community and support, and it gives us positive energy and it gives us happiness in our life to help others.
I am turning awareness into actions by being involved in the MG community. Whenever I have anything that I think can be educational, I'm sharing that. We have a lot of clinical words, even here, lots of clinical language, and we need to get that translated over to the human factor and the human words that we use every day. That's the part we really have to work on. I don't use MG a lot. I say myasthenia gravis, and I'm giving it the respect of the devastating disease it actually is. I want to make it so that everybody knows what this is.
I'm turning my awareness into action by attending the conferences, going to walks, and sharing my message and my story with others and making those connections with others.
Okay. We do want to thank our volunteers who agreed to be interviewed for the video and who were certainly sharing the ways that they're turning awareness into action. So we want to be sure to thank them for participating and for allowing us to put that video together. So this is just such a special month, and we just are really excited to have this time with you guys today. And one thing that we want to do is share some very exciting news. And it's with regards to our MGFA online community, which you may recall we launched just last year. And we have been in what we refer to internally as phase 2. And so that means that we have been building out the online community. And it is such a great resource for our community. It's essentially, in a lot of ways, the online community was born out of the whole COVID pandemic, and really the need to create a digital ecosystem, a digital space where we could bring people together and people could connect. And so we love our online community, and we know that you do too, because you tell us so. So that makes us really, really happy, because it was built with intention and purpose and lots of love. So we're going to actually take you into the online community, and we have some very, very exciting news. So if we've been in phase 2 and we've been building it out, we are excited to share with you that we have a whole new area of the online community that we refer to as the West Campus. And so we're going to take you into the online community now, and we're actually going to show you that West Campus. So if you actually have been in our online community, then you already know a thing or two about it. You know what you'll find there. You'll find all sorts of educational resources. You'll see our industry center there, which houses all of our fantastic and awesome industry partners. So you'll have the latest and greatest information on treatments. You also will see that we have a town hall where you can see some videos in. We have a theater in there, and it really is a great directory of how to navigate the rest of the online community. We also have a common area, a green space. So when we take you into there, you'll see how beautiful it is. It's really one of a kind, and it's very special. So the new West Campus, what's in it? So there's 3 new buildings, 3 new spaces, and we have the MG Urgent Care Center, and that's where you will find all sorts of educational materials on an MG, any MG emergency or crisis. We have a pediatric center. And so we as an organization are going to be spending more time focusing on pediatrics. And so we have materials in that area that are specific to our younger MG community members, and certainly resources that would be helpful for parents and families. And then we have an international center, which we're really excited about. And so the international center actually is the one, we're going to show it to you, but it's actually the one space that is going to be opening later in the month. Late June is the timeline. And the international center is actually going to also host educational material, but we're going to be translating material. We're going to begin with 5 languages, and then we're going to continue to build that out over time. But we're really excited about that. It's a big step for us as an organization, and it's time. And it's a very important thing to do, is to start translating our material, because we have a lot of global community members. So, okay, let's go into the campus.
Sam, drum roll, right? We need a
Oh.
drum roll.
I always feel like I'm doing a drum roll by myself.
You know?
There it is. Oh, hey, at least we're not doing a ribbon cutting again, right? Because last time I had my, we're in our homes here. So last time I had my 17-year-old helping me, and ribbon cutting with him was like, the ribbon was like that on an angle. So
Yeah, but that ribbon cutting was very well received. A lot of people commented on it. So, but this is a different part, so it's fine.
Okay.
It's not
I'm
the
glad.
grand opening of the whole campus.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so you can see right at the very front of your screen, you can see our gazebo. That's our town common. So as we continue to build out the online community, you will always see that. You'll sort of have that perspective. So we have the urgent care center, which is now open. And I think you're going to take us in that, right, Mike? Okay. All right, here we are. We're inside the urgent care center. So it probably reminds you, if you've been to an urgent care center, separate from a hospital or something, it probably does remind you of an urgent care center a lot, as far as the waiting room and the desk there. And it's typically a smaller space. We think that our urgent care center is pretty nice looking. It looks new, right? It's newly built. It's all new construction. In here, you will find, I don't have to read the whole slide, but you will definitely find what you would need to manage an MG crisis or any type of emergency. The cautionary drug list lives here. There's general information on MG emergencies. And then we have, we have a page on managing your MG strategies, and then MG emergency management for medical professionals, which is very important. We hear from our community members a lot about this is an area they like to see us do more. All of our spaces will continue to be built out, but for now, what you see right here on the screen is what will be offered in this urgent care center. Of course, we have our emergency brochures, because MGFA has a number of brochures as resources in this area. So this is the urgent care center. So we encourage you to come back and look around and read the different resources that we have here.
And before we actually go to the next building, right, we wanted to give everyone a chance. If you want to on chat, we'll open that up and let us know what you plan to do for MG Awareness Month this month. Or you can also send a quick note to mgfa@myasthenia.org and send us an email and let us know what you're doing for MG Awareness Month, and we can post that information. And we just want to hear about what everyone in the community is doing. It's such an exciting time.
So now we'll go into the pediatric center, which is also open. Both of these spaces say, they have banners that say that they're open. As I shared, the International Center will open at the end of the month. So look at this space. We're very happy with this space. Like I said, we're really wanting to pay more attention to pediatrics going forward and our youngest community members. So in this space, it is geared more toward young adults. And you'll see the resources that are currently here. If you go into this space, that you'll find are listed right here on the screen, everything from advocacy to brochures about children and adolescents and how parents can help manage their MG. Also resources that really help to educate the younger community member, because after all, they are the patient. Of course, the parents, family members play a significant role, but it's very important that the kids themselves understand MG and how to manage it, and that they have a voice in all of this, just like any patient would. So we have brochure talking with children about MG, understanding your child's MG, and we also have information there on pregnancy and MG, which we know is very, very important to those that are wanting to plan a family.
And Sam, also, this space will evolve over time. So certainly, as we create additional MG-based documentation for children, adolescents, and parents, we'll be able to post that information here. But in the near future, we will have separate rooms. So we'll have a room for parents. We'll have a room, for example, maybe a chat room or an activities room for very young kids. We'll also have a chat room and information room for adolescents and young adults. So we'll be building this space out with additional rooms and additional resources in the coming months and coming years.
Exciting. And so our last space is the International Center, which we're not going to go into because, as you can see, it says opening soon. So we hope at the end of the month, by the end of June. But as I mentioned, the International Center will house all of our general information, which we translated to begin with in 5 languages, and then we will of course look to do further translations after that.
Yeah, and we're going to start out with the cautionary drugs list, which is one of the most highly regarded and highly asked for documents that we produce. And so we'll be translating that cautionary drugs list into several different languages, as Sam mentioned, and we'll be adding new details. So brochures, web pages and website copy, PDFs and documents like that. And Sam is, over the next year or so, we're going to be reaching out and really building even closer relationships with patient advocacy organizations and communities around the world. And so we'll be able to really understand what those organizations and communities need for educational resources. So it's an exciting time, and this building is going to be a central point for a lot of people across the world.
It is so exciting. And just because, as I mentioned before, we already have so many global community members. So it's just, we really want to be able to engage people better and be able to provide additional resources, as Mike said, in the best possible way, and in the most supportive and meaningful ways too, of course. So that's the online community. For those of you who are already members, thank you, and welcome back. And for those of you who are new, who it looks interesting to you, but you want to check it out. And we encourage you to become a member. We want everybody in our MG community to become a member of the MGFA online community. All are welcome, and we have so much to share, and it's a place to connect. And also, as you heard Mike share, we have a number of different chat rooms. So that makes it quite different than from just going to our general website or something. There's a lot of opportunity to chat and to talk to each other. So I just wanted to be sure to point that out. So before we close, somebody in the chat had actually said that she's hosting a fundraiser at a local steakhouse. And I do want to share some ways that other volunteers are taking action through raising greater awareness, because this is fresh off the press. Actually, it's fresh off my printer, but that's fresh off the press. That's close. So we have a number of community members around the world who are uploading photos to our awareness wall. We showed you that a little bit earlier. But we also have learned that the Ferris wheel outside Union Station in St. Louis will be lit up in teal on June 1st. And then we have a support group leader in Albuquerque who is hosting a community event and a barbecue to raise greater awareness. That sounds delicious. And then we have another MG community member in Fort Collins, Colorado, who's hosting a golf tournament. And so we really appreciate that so much. And so just a way to share with you about how some of our community members are already taking action. And so we really enjoyed this time with you guys today. Thank you for tuning in and for participating. We hope that you were able to gain some good information from this call. And we encourage you to definitely go to our website and check out all those resources that we only were able to share with you in a very brief amount of time. And I encourage you and I challenge you to take action and have fun with it, and lean in and let us help and support you. That's what we're here for. So have a wonderful MG Awareness Month throughout June, and we hope to hear from you. Thank you for joining today.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.